Welcome to Learn English by Reading. Today's story is about a clever monkey and a tricky crocodile. It is full of friendship, lies, danger, and wisdom. Long ago, near a wide blue river, there lived a happy monkey on a tall fruit tree. He was smart, funny, and kind. Every day he jumped from branch to branch, singing with joy and eating sweet red fruits. One sunny day, a crocodile came swimming near the riverbank. He looked tired and hungry. The kind monkey felt pity for him and offered some fruits. That simple act began an unusual friendship between a monkey and a crocodile, one who lived on land and another in water. But not all friendships are true. Behind smiles, sometimes a heart hides a plan. The crocodile's wife had a dangerous wish. She wanted to eat the monkey's heart. From that moment, the crocodile faced a painful choice: friendship or love, honesty or betrayal. This story will take you through moments of laughter, fear, clever tricks, and wise lessons. You will learn how intelligence can save your life and why trust must be earned. Let's begin the adventure of the monkey and the crocodile. Chapter 1. Life on the riverbank, a clever monkey's home. The sun was bright and warm in the clear blue sky. The wind danced softly through the green leaves of the trees, and the wide river flowed quietly like a silver ribbon. Birds sang sweet songs, and butterflies moved gently from flower to flower. It was a peaceful and beautiful place, far away from towns and noise. On the edge of the river there stood a tall fruit tree full of red and juicy fruits. This tree was home to a clever little monkey. He was not just any monkey, he was smart, quick, and full of life. Every morning he woke up early, stretched his arms, and looked at the rising sun. Then he said, "Ah, what a beautiful day! The river shines, the air is fresh, and the fruits are waiting for me." The monkey loved his home more than anything. The tree was strong, with long branches that reached over the river. He could jump, swing, and play all day. Sometimes he talked to the birds or sang songs with them. Other times, he sat on a high branch and watched the fish swimming below. He loved to see how the water sparkled when the sunlight touched it. The fruits on the tree were sweet and red like rubies. They gave him energy and joy. "How lucky I am," he thought. "I have food, friends, and a safe home." Every time he ate a fruit, he smiled and thanked the tree. The monkey was not only happy, but also curious. He liked to learn new things. He watched how the birds built their nests, how the ants worked together, and how the river flowed every day without stopping. He often said to himself, "The world is full of lessons. If I keep my eyes open, I can learn something new every day." One morning, while the monkey was eating his breakfast, he noticed something moving in the water. At first, he thought it was a big log, but then it moved slowly and made small waves. He said, "That is not a log. What could it be?" As he looked closer, he saw two big eyes above the water. Then he saw a long mouth and sharp teeth shining in the sunlight. It was a crocodile. The monkey's heart beat faster for a moment. He had never seen such a big animal so close before. But the crocodile did not look dangerous. He looked tired and hungry. His body moved slowly, and his eyes looked sad. The monkey felt a little scared, but also curious. He called out from the branch, "Hello there!" "Who are you?" The crocodile lifted his head and said in a slow voice, "Hello, little monkey. I am a crocodile. I live in this river. I have been swimming all morning, but I have not found anything to eat. I am so hungry and weak." The monkey looked at the tree full of fruits and smiled kindly. "You look tired, my friend," he said. "I have plenty of food here. These fruits are sweet and healthy. Let me throw some for you." The crocodile opened his mouth, surprised. "Really? You would share your food with me?" "Of course," said the monkey. "Friends should help each other. Wait there." The monkey picked the ripest fruits and threw them one by one into the crocodile's mouth. The crocodile ate them slowly and smiled for the first time that day. "Oh, they are delicious. Thank you so much," he said. "You are very kind." The monkey laughed happily. "Eat as much as you like. I have more than enough." From that day, the crocodile came to visit the monkey every morning. The monkey always shared his fruits, and the crocodile always listened to the monkey's stories. They talked about the world, the sky, and the life in the river. The monkey told jokes, and the crocodile laughed so loudly that even the birds stopped singing for a moment. They became good friends. The monkey said, "You are my first friend from the water." The crocodile replied, "And you are my first friend from the land." Days turned into weeks. Their friendship grew stronger. The monkey trusted the crocodile and waited for him every morning. When he saw the crocodile coming from far away, he waved and shouted, "Good morning, my friend." The crocodile was happy, but deep inside, he also felt a little sad. His home was across the river where his wife lived. She often asked him, "Where do you go every day?" And he said, "To meet my friend, the monkey. He gives me the sweetest fruits." His wife became curious, but that part of the story will come later. For now, the riverbank was full of laughter and happiness. The monkey and the crocodile enjoyed their time together. One evening, as the sun went down and the sky turned orange, the monkey said softly, "I am lucky to have a friend like you. The world is full of dangers, but friendship makes it beautiful." The crocodile smiled, showing his sharp teeth but gentle eyes. "Yes," he said, "a true friend is a gift." The wind blew softly between the trees. The river reflected the red light of the sunset. The monkey looked at the water and whispered to himself, "Life is good when your heart is kind and your mind is clever." Little did he know, this friendship would soon be tested in ways he never imagined. Chapter 2. A New Friendship Begins. The Crocodile's Visit. The next morning, the river sparkled like 1,000 little diamonds under the golden sun. The clever monkey woke up early as usual. He stretched his arms, yawned, and looked down at the calm water below. "I wonder if my new friend will come today," he said with a smile. He felt excited. The crocodile's visit had made the day before so special. He picked some sweet red fruits from the tree, cleaned them with a leaf, and placed them in a small pile beside him. "These are for my friend," he said proudly. Then he waited. After a short while, he saw ripples forming on the surface of the river. The crocodile was coming. His big body moved slowly through the water, and his eyes looked happy. The monkey waved his hands and shouted, "Good morning, my friend." The crocodile lifted his head and smiled. "Good morning, little monkey. I see you are ready with more of your delicious fruits." The monkey laughed. "Yes, I saved them for you. Come closer." He threw one fruit after another, and the crocodile caught them perfectly in his mouth. These are even sweeter today," said the crocodile with a full mouth. "You really have the best fruits in the world." The monkey felt proud. Yes, my tree is special. It gives me everything I need. And now, I'm happy to share it with a friend like you. They talked for hours. The monkey told the crocodile funny stories about the birds and how he scared a snake by shouting loudly from the top of the tree. The crocodile laughed so hard that water splashed everywhere. In return, the crocodile told stories about the deep river, about fish that glowed in the dark, and turtles that could live for 100 years. The monkey listened with wide eyes. Oh, I didn't know such things existed. The world under the water must be very big and mysterious. It is, said the crocodile proudly. But it can also be lonely sometimes. That's why I like coming here. You make me laugh. The monkey smiled warmly. And you make me curious about the river. You know what? I think we're going to be best friends. From that day onward, their friendship became stronger. Every morning, the monkey waited on the branch, and every morning, the crocodile came swimming happily across the river. The monkey shared fruits, and they shared stories, dreams, and laughter. Sometimes, they played games. The monkey dropped small fruits into the water, and the crocodile had to catch them before they sank. Other times, the crocodile told riddles, and the monkey tried to solve them. They both enjoyed their time so much that even the birds and fish began to notice their friendship. "Look at those two," said a parrot one day. "A monkey and a crocodile. What a strange pair of friends." The fish laughed and replied, "Strange maybe, but they look very happy." And they truly were. One afternoon, as the sun was setting, the crocodile said, "My dear friend, I want to take some of these fruits home for my wife. She always complains that I eat delicious food while she has nothing special. Can I bring her some?" The monkey clapped his hands. "Of course. Take as many as you want. Let her enjoy them too. Maybe she'll like me." The crocodile gathered some fruits carefully in his big mouth and swam back home. When he reached his nest on the far side of the river, his wife was waiting. She was a big green crocodile with shiny eyes. "Where have you been?" she asked. The crocodile placed the fruits beside her. "Here," he said, smiling. "Try these. They are from my friend, the monkey." His wife looked surprised. "A monkey? You made friends with a monkey?" "Yes," he said proudly. "He lives on a tall fruit tree near the river. He is very kind and clever. Every day he gives me sweet fruits to eat." His wife tasted one of the fruits. It was soft, juicy, and sweet. She said slowly. "These are wonderful. No wonder you come home so happy these days." The crocodile laughed. "Yes. He is funny and full of stories. You should meet him someday." But his wife's eyes grew thoughtful. "This monkey must be very healthy," she said. "If he eats these sweet fruits every day, his heart must be even sweeter." The crocodile didn't understand at first. "What do you mean?" he asked. His wife smiled in a strange way. "I mean, I would love to taste that monkey's heart. Bring it to me." The crocodile was shocked. "What? He is my friend. I can't do that." But his wife frowned. "If you really love me, you will bring me what I ask for. Don't you care about me?" The crocodile's heart began to ache. He didn't want to hurt his friend, but he also didn't want to make his wife angry. That night, he couldn't sleep. He floated quietly in the water, thinking, "What should I do? My friend trusts me, but my wife, she won't stop asking." The next morning, he swam to the monkey's tree as usual, but his smile was not the same. It was small and weak. The monkey noticed it right away. "Good morning, my friend," said the monkey cheerfully. "You look tired. Is something wrong?" The crocodile forced a smile. "Oh, nothing. I just couldn't sleep last night. My wife loved your fruit so much that she wants to meet you." "Really?" said the monkey with excitement. "That's great. I'd love to meet her too." The crocodile nodded slowly. "She invited you to our home on the other side of the river. She wants to thank you for your kindness." The monkey's eyes shone. "How wonderful. But I don't know how to swim." The crocodile said, "Don't worry. You can sit on my back and I'll take you across safely." The monkey clapped his hands. "That sounds fun." I've never been across the river before, but deep inside, the crocodile felt heavy with guilt. "Forgive me, my friend," he whispered to himself as he swam away that day. "I hope I find a way to protect you before it's too late." The river flowed silently, carrying the secret of a friendship about to be tested. The monkey, full of trust, and the crocodile, full of worry, neither knew what was waiting on the other side of the river. Chapter 3. Sweet gift of the tree, sharing juicy fruits. The next morning was bright and peaceful. The river sparkled like liquid gold under the warm sun. Birds chirped happily on the branches, and the cool wind made the leaves dance. The clever monkey sat on his favorite branch, looking at his reflection in the water. He was smiling, thinking about his new friendship with the crocodile. He picked some of the sweetest fruits from his tree and said to himself, "My friend will love these today. They're so red and juicy." Then he looked toward the river and waited. Soon, small ripples appeared on the surface. The crocodile was coming, gliding slowly through the calm water. The monkey waved his hands and shouted, "Good morning, my friend." "You're just in time. I have something special for you today." The crocodile lifted his head and smiled. "Good morning, my clever friend. You always make my mornings bright." The monkey laughed. "Then let's make your stomach happy too." He picked a handful of fruits and threw them one by one. The crocodile caught them perfectly and chewed happily. "Ah, they're so sweet today," he said. "Even sweeter than yesterday." The monkey's eyes twinkled with pride. "That's because they are from the very top of the tree. The higher you go, the sweeter they are. I picked them myself for you." The crocodile was touched. "You're too kind, my friend," he said softly. "No one has ever been so nice to me." The monkey smiled. "That's what friends are for. Friendship is about sharing and caring. When we share what we love, our hearts become full of joy." The crocodile nodded, but deep inside, his heart felt heavy. His wife's cruel words still echoed in his mind. "Bring me the monkey's heart." He tried to push those thoughts away and enjoy the moment, but it wasn't easy. The monkey noticed that the crocodile looked worried. "What's wrong, my friend?" he asked. "You look sad today." The crocodile hesitated. "It's nothing. I just didn't sleep well. My wife keeps talking about you. She loved your fruits and says she wants to meet the kind monkey who gives them." The monkey was happy to hear that. "That's wonderful. I'd love to meet her too. I can bring more fruits for her tomorrow." The crocodile forced a smile. "Yes, she would like that very much," he said, though his voice trembled a little. They talked for a while longer, but the crocodile's heart was full of confusion. When he swam back home that evening, his wife was waiting. She looked angry. "Where's the monkey?" she shouted. The crocodile sighed. He's on his tree, safe and happy. I told him you wanted to meet him. His wife hissed, You fool! I don't want to meet him. I want his heart. Bring him to me tomorrow or don't come back. The crocodile was silent. His eyes filled with tears. He's my friend, he whispered. I can't hurt him. But his wife didn't care. If you truly love me, you'll do it. I'll never speak to you again if you don't. That night, the crocodile floated in the dark river, unable to sleep. The moonlight shone on the water, and the sound of frogs filled the air. He thought about the monkey's laughter, his kindness, and the fruits he shared. How can I betray him? He said sadly. But my wife will never forgive me if I don't. He decided to visit the monkey the next morning and think of a plan on the way. When the sun rose, the monkey was already awake. He was happy and full of energy. He picked a basket of fruits and waited. My friend must be hungry today, he thought. Soon, the crocodile appeared again, but this time he moved slower and quieter. Good morning, said the monkey cheerfully. I was waiting for you. Good morning, said the crocodile softly. You're so kind. My wife loved your fruits and wants to thank you herself. She has invited you to our home. The monkey's eyes grew wide. Really? That sounds exciting. I've never been across the river before. The crocodile's heart pounded. You can ride on my back, he said. I'll take you safely to the other side. The monkey clapped his hands in joy. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's go then. He grabbed a few fruits for the crocodile's wife and jumped carefully onto his friend's broad back. Hold tight, said the crocodile as he began to swim slowly into the middle of the river. The water was deep and shiny, and the current was gentle. The monkey looked around in amazement. Wow, the river looks so beautiful from here, he said. I can see the fish swimming below us. The crocodile smiled weakly, but didn't speak. He was thinking hard. When they reached the middle of the river, he finally said in a low voice, My friend, I must tell you something. What is it? Asked the monkey. The crocodile hesitated. My wife. She doesn't really want to thank you. She wants to eat your heart. The monkey froze. His eyes went wide and his mouth opened in shock. What? Eat my heart? But why? The crocodile's voice trembled. She believes your heart must be the sweetest because you eat such sweet fruits every day. She made me promise to bring you to her. For a moment, the monkey couldn't speak. The river seemed to stop moving. Then he took a deep breath and said calmly, Oh, my dear friend, if only you had told me earlier. I would have brought my heart with me. The crocodile blinked in confusion. Brought your heart with you? What do you mean? The monkey said quickly, Yes. I don't keep my heart inside my body when I'm in the tree. It's too heavy for climbing. I keep it safely on the branch. If you take me back, I can bring it for your wife myself. The crocodile's eyes widened with surprise. You can do that? Of course, said the monkey confidently. Take me back quickly before someone else takes it. Without thinking, the crocodile turned around and swam back to the tree as fast as he could. He was relieved. My wife will be happy, he thought, and I'll still keep my friend alive. When they reached the tree, the monkey jumped up quickly to the top branch. He laughed loudly and said, Oh, foolish crocodile, do you really think anyone can live without their heart? You tried to trick me, But now you're the one who's been tricked." The crocodile's face turned pale. "Oh no! What have I done?" The monkey shouted, "Go away! I will never trust you again. I shared my fruits, my friendship, and my kindness with you, and you tried to kill me." The crocodile hung his head low. "I'm sorry," he said softly. "I didn't want to. My wife forced me." The monkey's eyes were full of disappointment. "You should have chosen friendship over lies," he said. "Go now, before I call the birds and monkeys to chase you away." The crocodile slowly swam back into the water, feeling ashamed and broken-hearted. The river that once looked peaceful now felt heavy and dark. The monkey sat silently on his branch, watching the ripples fade away. He whispered to himself, "Kindness is precious, but trust must be given wisely." The sweet gift of the tree had built a friendship, but it had also taught the monkey the value of being careful, even with those who smile. Chapter 4. The Dangerous River Journey, a Trap for the Monkey. The morning sun shone brightly on the river, painting it with golden light. The water looked calm and beautiful, as if nothing bad could ever happen there. But beneath that peaceful surface, danger was quietly waiting. The clever monkey sat on his favorite branch, eating sweet red fruits. He hummed a happy tune, thinking about how lucky he was. "Life is good," he said with a smile. "The river gives me cool air, the tree gives me food, and the world is full of songs." But far across the water, the crocodile was not smiling. His wife had been angry for days. "You failed me," she shouted. "You let that monkey live. You promised to bring me his heart." The crocodile sighed deeply. "I tried, but he tricked me. He's too clever," his wife hissed angrily. "Then trick him back. You are strong. Use your mind, not just your teeth." The crocodile looked down at the muddy water. He didn't want to harm the monkey again. Yet, his wife's sharp words hurt him more than her teeth ever could. "If I don't do something," he thought, "I'll lose both my wife and my honor." That night, as the moonlight touched the silver waves, he made a new plan. "Tomorrow," he said quietly, "I'll visit him again. I'll pretend to be sorry. I'll earn back his trust. And then, I'll bring him across the river." The next morning, the crocodile swam slowly toward the monkey's tree. He looked sad and weak. His head was low and his eyes were full of tears. When the monkey saw him, he frowned. "Why are you here again?" he called. "Didn't I tell you to stay away?" The crocodile stopped near the shore and said softly, "Please don't be angry, my friend. I came to say sorry. I know I made a terrible mistake. I was foolish to listen to my wife. You were kind to me, and I betrayed your trust. I can never forgive myself." The monkey crossed his arms and looked at him suspiciously. "Words are easy," he said. "How do I know you're not lying again?" The crocodile sighed. "You don't have to forgive me. I just wanted to tell you that I'm truly sorry. I miss our friendship, our stories, and our laughter. The river feels empty without you." The monkey looked into his eyes. They did look sad, and his voice sounded honest. The monkey's kind heart began to soften a little. Maybe he really feels sorry, he thought. "Fine," said the monkey slowly. "I forgive you. But I can never trust you again." "That's fair," said the crocodile quietly. "I don't expect your trust. I just wanted to say goodbye properly." The monkey nodded. "Goodbye then, my friend. May your heart learn to be true." The crocodile turned around sadly, swimming away with slow strokes. But deep inside, a dark plan was forming. That evening, heavy clouds covered the sky. The wind became strong, and the river grew rough. The monkey shivered as the branches swayed in the wind. "It looks like a storm is coming," he said. The crocodile returned, pretending to be worried. "Monkey," he called out, "the storm will break your tree. You'll fall into the river." The monkey looked around nervously. The wind was really getting stronger. "What should I do?" he shouted. "Come with me," said the crocodile. "My home is deep and safe. You can stay there until the storm is over. I promise no harm will come to you." The monkey hesitated. His heart told him not to trust the crocodile, but the rain was already falling hard. The thunder boomed and lightning flashed across the sky. The tree shook violently. "Quick!" cried the crocodile. "Climb down! You'll be safe with me." The monkey looked at his tree. A big branch broke off and fell into the water. He had no choice. "Maybe he truly wants to help me," he thought. He climbed down quickly and jumped onto the crocodile's back. "Hold on tight!" said the crocodile as waves began to rise. The river roared like a wild animal. The rain hit them hard and the wind howled in their ears. The monkey clung to the crocodile's neck, terrified. "This is terrible!" he shouted. "I hope we make it!" The crocodile swam with all his strength. The storm was strong, but he knew this was his chance. As they reached the middle of the river, where the water was deepest, the crocodile suddenly slowed down. The monkey, shaking from the cold, asked, "Why are we stopping?" The crocodile's voice grew dark. "Because this is where my wife told me to bring you." The monkey froze. "What do you mean?" The crocodile turned his head slowly. "You were foolish to trust me again. My wife still wants your heart, and this time you won't escape." The monkey's eyes widened in fear, but even in that moment of danger, his clever mind began to work. He looked at the angry waves and then at the crocodile's face. "So this is your plan?" he said. "To betray me again?" The crocodile grinned sadly. "I have no choice. I'm sorry." The monkey took a deep breath. "Then let me ask you one thing before I die." "What is it?" the crocodile asked. "Does your wife want my heart fresh or dried?" the monkey said calmly. The crocodile blinked in surprise. I don't know. Why?" The monkey said quickly, "Because I left my heart hanging on the tree again. I thought I'd come back after the storm. If she wants it fresh, we must go back quickly before the rain washes it away." The crocodile was shocked. "You did it again? You left your heart?" "Yes," said the monkey seriously. "If you want it, take me back fast before it's too late." Without thinking, the crocodile turned around and swam hard toward the riverbank. "Hold tight," he said. "We must hurry." As soon as they reached the shore, the monkey leapt from his back and climbed up the tree faster than lightning. When he reached the top, he shouted, "You foolish crocodile! You believed me again. Do you still think anyone can live without a heart?" The crocodile's face turned pale with shame. "Oh no, not again." The monkey shook his head sadly. "You're strong, but you're not wise. You let greed blind your heart. Go home and tell your wife that no trick can defeat true cleverness." The rain began to stop, and the storm slowly passed. The river became calm once more. The crocodile looked up with tears in his eyes. "You are right, my friend," he said softly. "I deserve this. Forgive me if you can." The monkey sighed. "I forgive you, but I will never forget. Trust is like glass. Once it's broken, it can never be the same again." The crocodile nodded sadly and swam away into the quiet water. The monkey watched him go until he disappeared under the silver waves. He sat on his tree, still shaking from fear but proud of his quick thinking. "Even when danger comes," he whispered, "a calm mind and a clever idea can save your life." The storm was over, but the lesson remained. The monkey had survived the most dangerous journey of his life, not by strength, but by wisdom. Chapter 5. Quick Thinking. Saves the day, the monkey outsmarts the crocodile. The storm had ended, and the river looked peaceful again. The bright morning sun shone through the trees, drying the wet leaves. The monkey sat high on his favorite branch, still breathing fast after his dangerous escape. His fur was wet, but his spirit was strong. He looked down at the river and said, "That was close. I almost lost my life, but quick thinking saved me." He shook the water from his tail and laughed softly. "A clever mind is stronger than a crocodile's teeth," he whispered proudly. Far below, the crocodile floated quietly in the water. His eyes looked sad, his head hung low. He was ashamed. "Why did I let greed control me?" he thought. "I tried to harm my friend, and now I've lost his trust forever." He stayed silent for a long time while the river flowed gently around him. Finally, he called out, "Monkey, please listen to me. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I must say something." The monkey looked down, crossing his arms. "What more can you say, crocodile? You tried to kill me twice. You wanted my heart." The crocodile nodded sadly. "You are right. I don't deny it. I listened to my wife's foolish wish. I thought if I gave her your heart, she would love me more. But I was wrong. Now she has left me. I am alone. And it's my own fault." The monkey stayed quiet for a moment. His anger was still there, but his heart was soft and kind. "It is good that you realize your mistake," he said finally. "But remember, true friendship cannot live beside lies and betrayal." "I understand," said the crocodile quietly. "You were wise, and I was blind. You saved yourself with your mind. I deserve my pain." The monkey looked at the crocodile's sad eyes and sighed. "Maybe there is still something you can learn. Let me tell you something," he said. "Once my father told me, the brain is the most powerful weapon. When you are weak, use your mind. When you are strong, use your kindness. Both can save your life." That's what I did today. The crocodile listened carefully. His eyes showed respect. "You are right," he said softly. "You were calm even when death was near. I was foolish and angry. I used my strength, but you used your brain. You won, not because you are big, but because you are wise." The monkey nodded. "Yes, strength is nothing without wisdom." They stayed silent for a while, watching the river move slowly like a shining snake. The air smelled fresh after the storm. Birds began to sing again, and sunlight sparkled on the water. The crocodile sighed deeply. "Monkey," he said at last, "I don't want to be your enemy anymore. I know I can never be your friend again, but please, let me at least go in peace." The monkey looked at him. "Peace is better than revenge," he said gently. "I will not hate you. I only hope you will never harm another living creature again." The crocodile lowered his head. "I promise," he said. "From today I will be different. I will remember how your cleverness saved not only your life, but also my heart from darkness." The monkey smiled a little. "Good," he said. "Now go, and let this river wash away the past." The crocodile turned and began to swim away slowly, but after a few meters, he stopped and turned back. "Monkey," he called, "can I ask you something before I leave?" The monkey raised an eyebrow. "What is it this time?" The crocodile said quietly, "How did you think of that idea so quickly, saying your heart was on the tree? No one has ever tricked me before." The monkey laughed softly. "When you are in danger, your mind becomes sharp. My heart told me you were lying, but I didn't show fear. I looked around and saw only one chance, your foolishness. You never think before you act, so I used your weakness." The crocodile smiled sadly. "Yes, I see it now. My strength blinded me, but your fear became your power. You used it wisely." "That's right," said the monkey proudly. "Sometimes fear can teach us how to survive. It makes our brains work faster. You must never let fear control you, but you can let it guide you to think smart." The crocodile nodded slowly. "You have taught me more than I expected. Thank you." The monkey said kindly, "Every mistake is a lesson if you are willing to learn." The crocodile smiled one last time. "Goodbye, clever monkey. May you live long and happy." "Goodbye, crocodile," the monkey replied. "And may you live wisely, not just strongly." The crocodile sank slowly into the river, leaving only a few bubbles behind. The water sparkled under the sunlight, as if the river itself smiled. The monkey watched quietly, feeling both relief and sadness. He whispered, "What a strange friend he was. Dangerous, but still a teacher in his own way." Days passed, and the monkey's life returned to normal. He enjoyed his fruits, danced in the morning sun, and sang his happy songs. Yet deep inside, he was changed. He had seen how fast friendship could turn into danger. But he had also learned something important, that thinking calmly in fear can save your life. He realized that cleverness was not only for escaping trouble, but also for understanding others. One evening, as the sun set over the glowing river, the monkey sat quietly and looked at his reflection in the water. "I survived," he whispered. "But I also learned trust must be earned and kindness must have wisdom." He plucked a fruit and tossed it into the river, watching it float away. "Wherever that crocodile is," he said softly, "I hope he keeps his promise. I hope he remembers that friendship built on lies will always sink, just like a stone in water." The cool wind touched his fur gently, as if the world was smiling at his words. The monkey closed his eyes and rested peacefully, knowing that he had not only saved himself, but also taught a lesson that could change a heart. As the stars appeared above the calm river, the jungle grew quiet. Only one voice could be heard, the gentle whisper of the clever monkey, saying, "Wisdom wins where power fails." And so, the monkey lived on, happy and wise, never forgetting the day he used his quick thinking to outsmart the crocodile. Chapter 6. A lesson of trust and wisdom. Never be fooled again. The sun rose gently over the jungle, painting the trees and river with golden light. Birds chirped happily, and the leaves swayed softly in the morning breeze. The clever little monkey sat on the top branch of his favorite tree, stretching and yawning. After the many dangers he had faced, life finally felt calm again. He looked down at the sparkling river and smiled. "It is good to be alive. I survived the crocodile's trick, and I learned a valuable lesson. Trust is precious, and wisdom is even more precious." The monkey remembered the past days, the crocodile's visits, the storm, the dangerous river journey, and the trick about the heart. Each event had tested his cleverness, courage, and patience. But he had learned to think quickly, stay calm, and always trust his instincts. From that day on, the monkey became even wiser. He watched the world more carefully. He noticed how the wind moved, how the river changed after storms, and how other animals behaved. He realized that danger could come in many forms, not just from predators, but even from those who pretended to be friends. One morning, a young bird landed on a nearby branch. "Hello, monkey," chirped the bird. "I heard about the crocodile. Is it true that he tried to trick you?" The monkey smiled wisely. "Yes, little bird. He was my friend, or at least I thought he was. But sometimes, even friends can act wrongly. I survived because I stayed calm and used my brain. You must always think before you trust anyone." The bird listened carefully. "So what should I do if someone tries to trick me?" The monkey thought for a moment and said, "Always watch carefully. Look at their actions, not just their words. Listen to your heart, but also use your mind. And remember, kindness is good, but cleverness protects you." The young bird nodded and flew away, spreading the monkey's wisdom to other animals in the jungle. Days passed, and the monkey returned to his peaceful life. He swung from tree to tree, sang happy songs, and enjoyed the juicy fruits from his tree. But he never forgot the crocodile's betrayal. He knew that not all creatures could be trusted. One afternoon, the monkey saw the crocodile swimming slowly along the riverbank. The crocodile's eyes were full of sadness and regret. He looked tired and lonely. The monkey watched quietly from the tree, remembering the words he had learned. Forgiveness is wise, but trust must be cautious. The crocodile called softly, "Monkey, I am sorry. I have learned my lesson. I will never try to harm you again. Can we be friends?" The monkey smiled faintly. "You have learned the hard way," he said calmly. "I forgive you in my heart, but I cannot trust you again. Remember, true friendship is built on honesty. Do not forget that lesson." The crocodile nodded slowly. "I will remember," he said, and slowly swam away into the wide river. The monkey watched him disappear and whispered to himself, "Even if someone changes, I must protect my heart. Wisdom comes from experience, and experience teaches us never to be fooled again." From that day, the clever monkey became a teacher in the jungle. Young animals came to listen to him, learning about trust, danger, and clever thinking. He told them stories about the crocodile, the storm, and the river journey, always emphasizing the lesson. Think carefully, observe wisely, and use your brain to stay safe. The jungle grew peaceful. The monkeys, birds, and other animals remembered the lessons of kindness, cleverness, and caution. The clever little monkey became respected by all because he combined bravery with wisdom. Even as he enjoyed the fruits and sang his happy songs, he never forgot the value of thinking quickly in danger. "A strong heart is good," he said, "but a smart mind is better, and trust should never be given blindly." One golden evening, the monkey sat on his favorite branch, looking at the river. The sun reflected in the water like 1,000 shining diamonds. He smiled, feeling proud. "I survived danger," he said softly. "I learned that wisdom can save life, and clever thinking can defeat betrayal. From now on, I will enjoy life, but I will always be careful. I will never be fooled again. As the stars appeared one by one in the dark sky, the monkey closed his eyes, feeling safe and happy. He had learned the greatest lesson of all. Trust is precious. Wisdom is powerful, and cleverness can protect even the kindest heart. And so, the clever monkey lived on, swinging from tree to tree, enjoying sweet fruits, and teaching all who would listen the most important lesson of life. Trust wisely, act cleverly, and never let anyone trick your heart. The jungle was calm, the river sparkled, and the little monkey's laughter filled the trees. Peace had returned, and the lesson of trust, wisdom, and cleverness would be remembered forever. The clever little monkey sat quietly on his favorite branch, looking at the sparkling river. The sun was setting, painting the sky with orange and pink colors. He thought about all the events that had happened, the crocodile's visits, the dangerous river journey, and the clever tricks he had used to save his life. He smiled softly. "I am lucky," he whispered. "I survived danger, and I learned so much. Friendship is important, but trust must be earned. Kindness is good, but wisdom is stronger. Clever thinking can save a life, even when danger is near." The monkey realized that the river, the trees, and all the animals in the jungle were part of life's lessons. The crocodile tried to trick him, but he stayed calm and used his brain. That experience taught him a lesson he would never forget. Always be careful who you trust, and think before you act. From that day on, the monkey shared his wisdom with others. Young birds, monkeys, and even turtles came to listen to him. He taught them about cleverness, courage, and the importance of staying calm in difficult situations. Everyone admired him for his bravery and intelligence. The jungle became peaceful again. The monkey enjoyed sweet fruits, sang happy songs, and swung from tree to tree. But most importantly, he carried the lessons of life in his heart, lessons of trust, wisdom, and friendship. And so, the clever monkey lived happily, remembering always, be kind, be smart, and never let anyone fool your heart.